Hey guys, so it's the 12th of April. Headed out to my mom's, drop off a little old man here. And I get to photograph a model. So this should be distracting and fun. Somewhat cool. Yeah, so it'll be nice getting out and stretching my legs and doing what I do for once in a blue moon here. I haven't photographed a model in probably a year. Yeah, it's been about a year now. And the ironic thing about this is I contacted her. There's this website called Model Mayhem. Jack, calm down back there. And I must have, tried to contact her 10 different times or more even. And she was always, a really pretty girl, open with her body, long hair, pretty eyes, pretty features, big boobs, and everything I needed for a good model. And she always kind of blew me off. Bad choice of words, but she never really took me seriously. So I throw up these pictures of Amanda on this model Facebook page, and then boom, I'm getting hits like crazy. I've got probably 25 women that want to model for me now, and they're all like, I want to do this. Oh my God, I've always wanted to do this, and that's cool because I can make money doing this. I can charge models to come in and pose for me. Right now, I'm not going to because I want to get up enough experience to where I know what I'm doing. So I'm just kind of, taking it easy. Anyway, so I throw these pictures up, right? And this one chick, Angela, she messages me and she says, I would be perfect for what you have in mind. I'm really good in water, blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, cool. So I'm looking at her, I'm like, oh, damn, she looks really familiar, And then she sent me to a link on her Facebook page, or on her Model Mayhem page, and I'm like, no shit, That's the girl I've been wanting to photograph for 2 years now. But I remember a few conversations where she was like, well, and we were going to do, she was going to pose nude in a couple of sessions that we had talked about. And a lot of you guys are probably thinking, oh, that's so cool. Well, honestly, nude is hard. It's very hard to do. It's not so much distracting as the light doesn't work well. There's more blemishes, and it's easier with clothes, I'll be honest. So I didn't say anything to her yet, but I'm gonna be like, maybe I should charge you. Because she was gonna charge me $100 an hour. I should be like, maybe I should charge you. And I'm like, do you remember I asked you to model for me a couple times now, and you never took me seriously? I'm thinking about doing that, but I don't want to ruin my chances. I mean, if she could be a regular, if she could actually, help me out with this, maybe hook me up and network, help me network. I don't think I want to burn this bridge, so I'm going to be smart about it. So that's what we're doing today, guys. I don't think I'll be able to get any video. I don't know, because I'll be too busy doing photography, and I can't do both, obviously. So we will see what happens, I guess. I want to get some video of her, but like I said, I don't have another hand to help me out here. Amanda's at work, which also makes this very awkward, because we've been kind of bickering, and then all of a sudden I'm off to go and photograph possibly a nude girl in the water, and she's like cool with it, and that makes me a little nervous that she's so cool with it. I mean, she's helped me on several occasions where she's been with me, but I've only gone off and photographed a model here and there by myself very, very occasionally. Usually she's my assistant. So I just hope that she trusts me. Obviously I'm not going to do anything. It's a public pool. Speaking of which, that was pretty cool that the Mosinee High School let me called me back and told me that, you know, I can't let you do nude, but I can let you guys come in and do your photography when the pool is closed. And I'm there, I'm doing paperwork and everything. I could bring a lifeguard in and you guys would be fine. I'm like, really? And she's like, yeah, you'd have from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. every day. I'm like, except for Saturday and Sunday. What are you doing? Little man is freaking out back here. Golly. So, got that going for me at least. At least it's not a motel pool where I'm always worrying about people walking in. And a lot of you guys are probably wondering why pool shots. Well, I'll be honest. I think, I don't know how to explain this. I'm trying to think here. For me, the beauty of a woman reaches its peak when they're in the water. And I'm not trying to sound perverted or anything, but to me that is like, if you saw the pictures of Amanda, I mean, even on her best day, you know, I don't think she could look as good as she did underwater. I just think that that's, maybe it's my creativeness, I don't know, but I just think that women are more beautiful in the water. Plus it adds a cool element to the pictures as well. Alright, so we're here at the pool, Mosinee High School pool there. And it's, what time is it? Oh, it doesn't tell me. It's like, oh, it's noon and she's late. See, this is something you should always, if you guys are ever working with models. I just heard something mechanical operate in my vehicle. What the hell? Anyway, with models, it's always like this. Either they are late or they just don't show. That's the impression I've gotten. And I photographed about 50 models. And I probably had over 100. Hold on, is this her? No. I probably had over 100, maybe even 150 models. You know, screw me out of the date. They like, tell me this, tell me that. Yeah, I'll be there, I'm looking forward to it. And then you get to the destination and they're supposed to meet you and they never do. And sometimes half of them don't even let you know. Or they refuse to talk to you about it because they're immature and they can't face up to the fact that they fucked up and they let you down. And so with this model, she seems professional, although she's late. Even said, you know, I told her, I was like, no, just keep in mind, I'm getting a babysitter and I am canceling a doctor's appointment to be here. And she's like, don't worry, I won't let you down. And I'm like, well, I've heard that 1,000 times. And she's like, I understand. I know this happens a lot. I go, she's like, but I won't do it. I won't let you down. I'm like, okay. So, you know, putting your faith in human beings is kind of a pain in the ass because 95% of them are unreliable. From my experience, and I've had a lot of experience with unreliable. So I try to be as reliable as I possibly can, and go from there. You know, try and set a good example. Be like, well, you know, I was there, and if a model ever requests for me to photograph them, I'll be 10-20 minutes early. And I've even had that where girls have requested me to photograph them and they chose not to show up or call or give me any kind of heads up. Remember, I drove 2 hours one day. Everything was set up. I talked to her before I left. I'm like, okay, I'm leaving. Is there anything that you need to tell me? Is there anything that anything that could happen? And she's like, nope, I'll be there. I'll be there before you will. And this was at a location at a waterfall. And I get there and I waited for like 45 minutes and I texted her. I'm like, I'm here. Where are you? Oh, I'm not coming. I had, some bullshit excuse. And I'm thinking, you stupid bitch. You fucking told me you were going to be here before I was, and now you're not. Oh, man. And that's happened about 7 times. And I'm not stupid. I understand. I'm cautious. And sometimes I throw caution to the wind. And I put faith in them, thinking they're going to live up to their word. And 95% of the time they don't. So we'll see. I don't know what's going to happen. If I wasted $15 in gas and woke up mom for nothing, I'll be upset. And I'll leave a bad review on her profile. But, she doesn't seem like the type. But then again, I've said that before too. So, or I've thought that at least. But, Beautiful. That was great. Hey guys, this is Angela.
Hi, Angela Day here. Just doing some light swimming today.
Yeah. We are just finishing up on the video shoot, underwater photo shoot, and grab some video of her underwater, and yeah, so here we go. Perfect. Alright. Well, we're home. Me and Jack now. Hi. Say hi. Yeah, he's so funny. Yeah, it was a pretty good day. Angela, really sweet girl, nice, polite, respectful, very nice to work with. Not the greatest in the water, but hey, who is? I mean, I gotta admit, Amanda's pretty damn good in the water. She can make a lot of these models, run for their money. She knows what I am trying to get with the photographs, and it's hard to explain with strangers. So, anyway, long story short, everything worked out nicely. And so we're home, and I have got to get. I want to really see these pictures, so I'm going to start putting them on the computer here in a minute, and I'll share a few with you, or maybe I'll just share the link to the album. You guys can check it out and judge for yourself. Oh, yeah. All in all, though, it's been a pretty good day. Really. That was Bella. She needs to go OUT. And hi, honey.
Hi, is he out?
Who?
Yeah. Hey, baby.
Mama's home. Alright, I'll catch up in a little bit.